need to be self-starters on the T side of Inferno. Sometimes can be difficult to get into the game, but T-Pistol would be a great way to start. Seems like you're going to be playing things pretty standard. Wolfie sent up over towards that broom position. Yeah, Ben ready to counter flash over the top should the CTs create any banana pressure. You can see Party Astronauts is a bit of a catch-all approach to start this round off, but after nothing happens, going to start making some moves towards the big site, but that's where you see Lackey ready with this two-man flash setup.
And Norwi playing anti-flash and Deco. Does cop a bink, but counter flash a little bit too early. Still got one more. Norwi's gone down. It's starting to get a little awkward for Aurora. Piss around, not going the way that they would have liked it to have, and you really need to hit one or two quick headshots right here, right now, otherwise it's going to be over. That Glock train is rolling nicely into the B bomb side, and there is nothing the B defenders seem to be able to do about it.
It's a great start. 60 dealing with the flank perfectly. Result going down, and now the objective turns towards exits here for Aurora, but Party Astronauts already off to a hot start. And look, you know, you heard it a little bit in the interview with them. They felt like that overpass game just got away from them. You know, they did, of course, as they mentioned, get eco'd a couple of times, had an unfortunate round or two, and sometimes that's all that you need to happen in MR12 for the game to kind of fall out of control. This game, though, I mean, that reaction says it all. Ben taking the head easily off of Lucky there, I believe it was. And Party Astronauts are flawless T-side pistol to start this game off. That's something to get excited about. They're looking hot and in form.
Yeah, you'll take it. You'll definitely take it. The USA chance of back out in force. We do get that a bit sometimes. After all, it is just a US.
Honestly,
changed around a bit.
I rate it. At this point, you know, all the Aussie teams are out. That's just a reality that we have to live with.
Unfortunately.
So we have to decide who we're going to support.
Okay.
And if we like cool astronaut helmet logo, and that's the only reason,
yeah, but
then that's fine.
When you look at Aurora, they're actually called Aurora, but they've added AU because they're in Australia. So it's kind of like they're almost an Australian team as well.
That was cringe.
Right.
That was cringe.
It seems like everyone's a Party Astronauts fan then. Fair enough. You do you.
The new hometown heroes. USA is just a US, you know, restructured, changed around. Do enough mental gymnastics and we'll find ourselves a new favorite.
Just stir the alphabet spaghetti around a bit.
Oh, bro, the alphabet spaghetti in a can goes hard, honestly.
How about this force buy from Aurora? Does that go hard? Well, they've got 3 players on B.
I mean, if they wrap jungle side, which is the high percentage strat in second round, and I think Aurora are playing around that quite heavily here with this two-man setup.
Yeah, Deco going to be looking for 1 or 2. With that 5-7. Result got an MP9 as well. You can definitely do some work from a range like this one, though. They're going to line kind of up with one another. Result wanted to stick around. Couldn't really get too much.
Yeah. It's calm, it's calculated from Party Astronauts. Really, really good looking T-side of Inferno so far. And Aurora just going to hold onto these guns, save them. Try to get some exits if they can, if Party Astronauts push the issue a little bit too much. But, you know, for the most part, Aurora looking for damage here in round number 3. Party Astronauts surviving with 4 players here. Exactly what they want to be seeing. I think they only really lost a Mach 10 and armor. That's a freebie given to Wolfie.
Yeah, one more gun that, you know, just doesn't go through.
Extra MP9 just thrown away.
Bit of a strange.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. That's kind of what happened to Rooster in the last game, isn't it?
Come on, bro. Way too soon.
Too soon?
Way too soon.
We'll see what Aurora is going to be able to do in this one, but Norwi and Kenzie are going to have to be the 2 to lead the lion's share of the damage in this one. And, you know, a flashbang or 2 here or there to maybe set them up. You've got a nade, soften some targets. There's definitely still some options in this round for Aurora.
Party Astronauts, you know, they kind of mentioned it a bit in the interview, but they really didn't show their best selves in that last best of 1 against Aurora. you know, clearly Sunday School is not going to be a team that's going to cause them too many issues, so they haven't really had to show too much at this tournament so far. But domestically, they've been able to win some qualifiers to qualify for the other Challenger event over in Sweden as well. You know, they're doing pretty decently for themselves, and it's not like these are names that we're unfamiliar with. You know, all of these guys have played on some pretty decent teams in America. They obviously have Rush, adding a lot of veterancy and leadership. Deco's going fishing. No one's biting so far. There's the swing from Norwi. That's a fair bit of damage with the MP9. The trade finally comes out from 60.
Kenzie's already had Ross. Doesn't have any supportive util to stop them from getting into the site, stop them scaling in. I mean, lucky with only a USP. And Kenzie's been mollied off. He got in front of the molly. They did not have any idea. And out of nowhere, Aurora just steal the round away.
And what did they say in the interview, Jordan? We can win this game as long as we don't get ecoed 2 times.
That's one.
How's that going so far?
There's one.
That is rough. It's going to feel a bit like Groundhog Day, I think, here for Party Astronauts, unfortunately. I mean, it obviously was the saved Famis doing the lion's share of the work, but that is not ideal. And I mean, look, we're rolling into this round with the AWP out, bit of a mixed bag of guns. Pretty limited util on the T-side, though, going to make it a little bit harder to run these Inferno T-side protocols. Deco's got the AWP out as well. He's head-to-head with Wolfie.
Oh, 60 going to eat that nade.
I mean, this is what we've been seeing almost non-stop, right? These banana players on the T-side really copping it lately.
Yeah, it's not a fun time. So, Aurora get back into it a little bit earlier than anticipated, and Party Astronauts are teetering on the precipice of being reset.
I mean, what can you really do in a round like this, though? Like, you've got 2 flashes to get through the rest of the game. Great flash timing set up by Norwi, and they just continue to swing. This has been the name of the game from Aurora. Aggression in this part of the map. Flash is able to get them out, and smoke dropped on the choke point will maintain their man advantage. This is where Chop and Rush probably have to activate over towards bracket side, but that's into the waiting arms of Deco, and he is not a player you want to be peeking without too much util. These flashes are very few, but they need to be placed well.
Ooh, Deco just falling off the line for a second, but right back into the swing of things, ready for it. He's got his own counter util out. Bigger peak, though, coming through from the Party Astronauts lads, and they've actually scaled quite nicely into the site there.
Yep, Ben's got the AWP in hand now. That's going to make the retake a bit of a nightmare here. No kit here for Aurora. So more than likely, going to be saving these guns, trying to take an extra gun or 2 away from Party Astronauts if they can, Aurora. That was good stuff. I mean, just scaling up dig onto the AWPer.
Yeah.
It wasn't quite able to get back in towards that sight box, over towards the nifty position and take multiple shots, really.
It's been good from Party Astronauts so far, right? Like a little mishap, obviously. You know, you drop that round against Aurora, but actually they've been the dominant team on the map so far, and 3-1's not a bad way to kick things off.
I mean, outside of losing a round to an eco. You know, not being ready for a player swinging on coffin side through a molly and running into a 2-way crossfire. But outside of that, it's been, yeah, I'd agree, a very good map so far from Party Astronauts. It's going to be attack timeout early on here from Aurora. And, you know, this is where, you know, some questions start to creep in for Aurora. They've been pretty good online in Europe a lot of the time. Now they're playing in this kind of land stage environment, which is, you know, the natural next step for a team of their talent level. They're clearly showing that they can even win events, you know, of decent standing against some pretty decent opposition. But here in a LAN environment against teams from other regions, we saw them against Apex kind of go quiet on a half and not even really be able to put anything together. And those are the kind of things that are clearly an issue with some kind of momentum issues for Aurora. Definitely don't want to be seeing that same thing creeping into this game against Party Astronauts, a team that they beat quite handedly.
Yep.
Again, though, it was only a best of one, and it was only on one map in the pool. You know, we have not seen a lot from this matchup yet.
Oof. Lots of damage onto Result there early on. Oh, and the nades again. Like you said, we've seen it so many times before. This banana position for the T side. It's just so awkward at the moment. That's a sharp couple of shots from Deco.
Yeah, I mean, Ben Lee really trying to chase down this player on Dig side. Completely untradeable. The spacing was not good from Party Astronauts. Rush feels like he's got a timing here, though. But with the smoke coming onto Boiler, Deco knows that he can go and re-clear bracket, but he's fluffed the spray a little bit. Still 2 players here for Aurora, and they just continue to aggress. Chop ready for this, but still can't win the duel versus Lackey.
Wow. Ooh, okay.
Okay, just run at him and pistol whip him with the Glock.
Get your Glock out.
Oh, I really hope he didn't buy head armor. He was right. Rush now spotted wrapping Kenzie under a lot of pressure. Know that he's got 2 players to deal with. Just needs to pick his timings appropriately, but Wolfie not even checking pit.
Yeah, Rush still on for the clutch though. 45 seconds to work. Doesn't have to move too quickly here. He's isolated Norwi nicely. Kenzie barely even moving. And he is well aware of Kenzie's position, who's just dancing back and forth. And of course, Rush is being patient. At some point, he'll have to go get the bomb. More than happy to try to take the fight. Has lost a significant amount of his HP now. And that'll be well secured in the end by Kenzie. But pretty touch and go. And an expensive round for the CT side. So Party Astronauts are very much still in this.
Kenzie controlling that one well. Good movement around the pit side. I'd agree with you. Obviously, coming down to a 1v1 is going to be an expensive round for both teams. And this early on in the game, without too much loss bonus really built up either way, you're going to get very quickly into this swing round territory. And that's an NA classic from a bygone era.
Yeah.
Underarm and the pistol up in the air. Timeout for Party Astronauts. They're in this kind of situation where they've been soft reset. They can clearly take a single save and buy up into the next round if they want. But there's also, you know, passages at play here where they try and force a hero AK and do some more economic damage off some pistols.
No hero AK this time around for Party Astronauts.
Nah, they're just full saving.
Take as much money into the next round as they can. They might want to get this round over and done with. By the looks of things, it's going to be fast into Banana. This should never be working out, and those MP9s are hungry, and they are feasting indeed. Wolfie cop a huge couple of nades, and 5 kills go the way of the SMGs of Aurora. If that last round was a problem, having only 1 gun coming through, then the best response to that is 5 kills on the SMGs.
Yeah, 100%. Pretty nice stabilizing round there for Aurora. They've got a good kind of base to work with now. So this is where we need to see what Party Astronauts have organized in that pause, because it wasn't a, I can tell you for free, it wasn't a 45-second tack pause or whatever it is into, you know, Glock Rush B.
No.
So let's see what they think.
Oh,
what is that for a Wolfie? That's disgusting. Down goes Deco. Orb now finding its way into the hands of Result instead.
Yeah. I don't imagine that was part of the discussion in the tack timeout there, but you'll take it.
They should be shut out of Banana in middle here early on, Party Astronauts. Chop knows they've got space in carpets. And Aurora, it's just going to be the pivot back towards the B side of the map. They have a feeling that Party Astronauts want to go and take some space over here, and they'd be correct about that. Chop applying neutral pressure to Dig. Wolfie a second through the smoke.
Well, at least there's some redemption for Aurora getting one themselves. They can continue to try to hold on to sandbags. Norwi's got a, wait, he got a 3K with the MP9. That's just illegal.
He could ace here. This could be all 5 from him.
That would be 2 rounds in a row. 10 kills go the way of the MP9.
Yeah, is Chop going to be ready for this top Orange's position?
He's made a bit of noise. Norwi knows he's coming. He's trying to just shoulder around that corner to see if he can catch him on a timing. Chop's looking forward, but he won't get it. He aces with the MP9.
That is incredible. Massive amount of cash injection once again. How many MP9 kills in the last couple of rounds? And Party Astronauts, if you can't win a round where you get 2 picks through the smoke like that, then I don't know when you're going to be able to do it. Excellent spray control from Norwi on the MP9, preempting the peaks from the T side. Perfect positioning. And that breaks the money of Party Astronauts.
Look at how much money he's got. He's got 8K.
He is the bank of Aurora right now.
Yeah. Well, deep nade's going to go through. They need to be a little careful, actually. That pop flash is going to be a good one into brackets. Ooh, it's getting a bit messy, but the kills are still coming on in for Aurora. And well, Result actually wasn't able to stop Wolfie from crossing, but Deco's there waiting with the AWP in hand. And it's mostly been well handled, though. Result would like to just get out of here as much as he can. Deco's getting a few opportunities with the AWP there. 4 guns through from that one. Aurora are stabilizing on the CT side.
Yeah, great reaction from Deco. Very quick in the decision-making, just dropping the molly and actually scaling away back into apps. A lot of AWPers would panic, backpedal towards the site, lose the AWP, and things could get difficult from there. But just choosing to play in that safe position with his carpets. AWP out for Wolfie once again here on the T side. Reset potential not there anymore for Party Astronauts, so they're going to have to do this the hard way. And it starts off with a really quick one, straight up Banana. They haven't cleared Lackey and Sandbags. Finally, they find him. But Norwi standing in the way of them and an open B site. They're not going to test him just yet. They're quite happy with that opening pick.
You don't want to be testing him, I think. So full sandbags control for Party Astronauts, but 1:16 left on the clock. They'll want to explore toward A. Result. Ooh, it's a bit risky to go back for it, but he'll get away with it. So will Chop. And they're starting to clear out brackets. Just this duo setup of Party Astronauts.
It's classic Inferno play, isn't it? Nana control plus a pick. You tickle brackets a little bit, deny the info to the CT side and keep the rotations honest, and then it's just going to be a late round exec into B.
Well, Norwi are not going to get cleared out by that molly. He's going to be just sitting at the back of the site, hoping that...
No flash on Kenzie.
Maybe he gets unchecked. Or that if he does, he can double down. Spam from Kenzie. Timing on it's not so great. Now it's Norwi's turn to try to strike. There's one through the smoke, another one for Norwi. They've still got to try to clear him out, and they can't. He is not putting a foot wrong at the moment. Here's the flash over the top from Result. And he's actually got a kill with the molly as well. It's gone from bad to worse for Party Astronauts. They don't know where Wolfie is, but now that information is there, but it might not matter. This is the position for the AWP. That doesn't quite come through. Ooh, got a bit close for comfort in the end there for Aurora, but job done.
And it really wasn't anything special from Aurora here. Like, this was a favorable round for Party Astronauts. They did everything right until they headed towards the site here. Kenzie gets a pick on Chop through the smoke, and then Norwi getting 2 from that backside position should never be allowed, especially unsupported by utility. Kenzie had no supportive flashes to offer him. Party Astronauts, they're having a really big issue with actually spacing themselves correctly and trading these kills. Like, the multi-frags are way too strong for Aurora right now, and it needs to stop ASAP.
Yeah, Party Astronauts have run out of money as well, so they're going to have to go down to Tech9's Mac 10 best case scenario. Result under a bit of pressure there, but Rush a little too slow up into the balcony to find the trade. Aurora will get away with things for the moment. Deco's been all over the place, hasn't he? But he's in apartments again. 60 trying to find a off timing there. Doesn't work out for him.
Flash timing for Rush.
Yeah, Rush with the Mac 10, but there's some work. Now it's on to Deco. That shot isn't quite going to connect. He's in all sorts. It's awkward, but he's got the deagle out, and that's worked out nicely. Holy moly, wow. Just pulls it out of nowhere.
Up by not bearing too much fruit, just taking a couple of guns away from Aurora, but it's not going to trouble them too much. Beautiful control on the deagle there from Deco. Aurora really getting rolling now. Party Astronauts taking a timeout. And this is where, macro-wise, I don't really think they're doing anything that's too bad. They put themselves in some pretty favorable positions. Their biggest issue right now, Jordan, is just the inability to trade in some of these scenarios. Their inability to stop Aurora's riflers from multi-fragging. How many times have we seen Norwi get One too many, or two too many. Same for Kenzie.
Yep. Deco in that last round. What's the response from Party Astronauts? It was looking so promising. It's reminding me of a Rooster game a little bit here. Good start, but just doesn't really seem to come together for the consistency in the half. There's another opener for Aurora, which obviously makes the job more difficult for Party Astronauts, and 60 is very low.
Yeah, he's copped a pink already. Shot once again, working carpets. Oh, and he's gone down as well. Result unchecked in towards the balcony room. That's another untraded kill, another multi-frag going the way of Aurora.
Yeah. It's not coming together.
It's just way too disjointed for Party Astronauts right now. That's just the reality of it.
I mean, the thing is as well, you're starting to run out of time now in this half. Like, this is the second to last round, and actually Aurora's kind of on track to put on a 9-3, and then we're kind of heading in the same direction as the overpass that we saw them play yesterday. And I have the unfortunate news for Party Astronauts that overpass is map 2 in this series as well, so.
Yeah, I mean, it was a map they were undefeated on up until that point.
Domestic success versus international is a bit of a different ball game. I'll try and take these two guns through to the next round. Not going to afford an AWP. Aurora going to have a bit of a look. They've got plenty of cash to be playing with here. They could throw away every single gun. Still buy next round. May as well go for the hunt, and that's what they're doing. Deco's found Wolfie. 60 with the AK in hand is trying to pretend that he's a bush. Oh, he gets away with it.
Barely. Last round of the half here. Last chance for Party Astronauts to make this even close to a respectable half. So what do we see here in the opening parts of this round? You feel pressure on top side of Banana. Party Astronauts trying to deny some info to the CTs. Keep them committed to the B side of the map, but it looks like a much quicker one towards A, maybe even a Carps pop here out of the Ts.
Well, that nade is going to cook them. Oh, lovely.
Yeah, the molly top side of divider as well as making their life difficult. There's a reactive molly ready to be dropped straight away by Result.
Just waiting. Doesn't get caught with the nade in hand. In fact, they're pushing through a carpet of flames, and it's certainly not done Party Astronauts any favors. 60 the last alive, but not for long. 9-3 the first half. Dominance from Aurora.
I mean, what sets us apart? I mean, we're from North America. We're from like a dying region, kind of like Australia. Australia, I mean, unfortunately, the scene's dying, but in NA, we're in like a rebuilding type of phase where I feel like not a lot of teams will have respect for us, and we're just gonna like punch them in the mouth for it. You have to, like I said, you have to respect everybody, or you might just get rolled over this event. But we have a tough group, and we know going into that we're playing against good opponents. So we're just gonna try to play our game and play with confidence, and whatever happens, happens.
Let's just call it quits. Come on, let's make a deal. Don't play me, baby. Don't be playing games with my heart when you know that I liked you from the start. So don't be playing games with my heart, baby. Don't meet me at the finish line. Don't be playing games with my heart when you know that I liked you from the start. So don't be playing games with my heart, baby. Don't meet me at the finish line. This one's for the girls, only kick it with the boy when it's on our times. Don't drop the ball if it's on our turf. Wanna run the walls, baby, now you're gonna learn. Cause it's a brand new day. Put some respect on the girls and days and days. You know you only won cause we never got to play. This one's for the girls, only kick it with the boy when it's on our terms. Don't drop the ball if it's on our turf. If you was to let her move, better know you're gonna learn. Step up to the plate, you're fair game. Speak up, babe, what did you say? Drop the front cause I watch your name. Said drop the front cause I watch your name. Don't be playing games with my heart when you know that I liked you from the start. So don't be playing games with my heart, baby. Don't meet me at the finish line. Don't be playing games with my heart.
Second half, here we go. I don't know if this is going to be a long one or not, Pilski. It's been a pretty dominant display there from Aurora. Some good head rubs going around in the crowd. Love to see it.
Absolutely.
But Party Astronauts, 3 rounds. Need to win this pistol.
Similar looking pistol actually here from Aurora that we saw from Party Astronauts. Pretty split catch-all approach with a pivot over towards B. This time, not an aggressive setup for Party Astronauts. 60 ready with the reactive flash, playing front side of orange. Ben going to drop the smoke if the execute comes in, and then it's going to be up to the dualies to do as much damage as possible before the post plan ensues.
They have a lot to work with on the behalf of Aurora, so they'll be ready to get themselves into that B bomb site. Smoke for CT spawn. Got a molly as well, used for those oranges. They're more than happy to trade smokes. Chop's still got one, but he's over toward A.
And they got the second wave of util here, Aurora. So can reorganize themselves for the next bit of the exi. It's really down to this flash timing. Ben's actually got some dualies over there after spamming the USP.
Deco up to. Changed up a position for Party Astronauts is a good one. There's the flash as well. Just the 1-for-1 though for Bentley. 60 with the second set of dualies can't put much together, and that is Aurora into the B bomb site. Another smoke out, and bomb plant will go down, so it becomes a pretty sticky situation for Party Astronauts.
Probably going to have to be the smoke to Nana, flash over the top for them to try to get back into this one, if anything, because there's no kit. In fact, they're not even going to attempt it. Just going for exits at this point. And Aurora, that's going to be double digits for them, and probably a death sentence here for Party Astronauts on the CT side.
Yeah, series is looking pretty dire for Party Astronauts. Again, reiterating that Overpass is the next map, so tough result for them yesterday against Aurora on that map. It's all signs pointing toward Aurora making it through to Sunday and Party Astronauts being knocked out.
Chaikin, Rip Chaikin. It's another multi-frag from Result. Cleaning out all of that B-side defense, and look, I don't blame Party Astronauts, especially given that it's Inferno, but they're so far behind. This round 2 buy is a must.
Smoke is going to keep Aurora at bay in banana for the moment. You're right, this is a crucial round for Party Astronauts in terms of keeping themselves alive. Problem is they're not even really being able to be proactive in a round like this because they don't have the weapons for it. They don't really have the util for it either. And so they have to give so much of the map to Aurora, who already are happily set up outside of sandbags.
Yeah, I mean, Aurora was great, kind of preemptive utility. Molly and nade stacked on towards car. Denies any aggression attempts from the CTs, and then they scale another Molly up over into main and start dropping the smokes on B, just to trade down util with the CTs ASAP. They take control of that B site. Here's that second wave of smokes traded out with the CTs. They're just trying to bleed Party Astronauts dry. But this might give actually a rotation timing for Wolfie to come and join these other two B defenders.
He's got a molly.
There's double mollies here on B.
It's a good workout. One of them's already been tossed though. And Aurora have plenty of time to wait that one out.
If you see a molly CT though, second round force, I don't think you're expecting the second. You've also got the boost up. This could work out for Party Astronauts, I'm not going to lie. It's a bit early though.
Yeah, Aurora happy to sit behind the Molotov for now. As it fades, they're going to start to make their way in, and Party Astronauts need to start bringing those A players across, though. Sixy will be able to strike. Bentley unable. And that was the difference maker that is going to allow Aurora to have a player advantage in the post plant. Although, Deco very low. No shots connected. Lackey happy to pick up rush. Leaves Chop. And there's not much for him to do apart from save the Famous through to the next round. So going gets tougher for Party Astronauts as an 11th will be brought up for Aurora.
What can you really bring into this next round? That's Party Astronauts. Deco's going searching. Good position to maybe take the Famous out of the round if Chop is unaware. But it doesn't seem like either of them wants to push it any further. So that's 11 up for Aurora. Money once again broken for the CT side here.
Tough run of things for Party Astronauts. Bit of a warm-up game earlier today. They looked very happy in that one, but they're kind of on the receiving end of what they did earlier.
Yeah. That's just the quality that Aurora is bringing to this event right now. Great form. They've won a couple of tournaments.
3 Zeus's. Could be fun round actually here for Party Astronauts if that can get going. Not for Wolfie though. Chop with the Famous has given away his position with a couple of shots now as well. And it doesn't seem the Party Astronauts are having too much difficulty though. Bentley will get at least 1 kill with the Zeus.
Famous going down. Deco even going to be able to upgrade that UMP most likely if he wants to. But choosing to hold on to it. 4 alive for Aurora. Up 12-3. This game is nigh unlosable.
Seems that way.
Last time out here for Party Astronauts. Try to turn this one around. They're looking pretty dejected at this point. Haven't really got anything rolling in this game. And I think they won the opening pistol on the P side as well.
They did. They were up. Was it 3-0? I think it was. If I'm remembering right. Oh, it was 3-1. Remember they lost the... Oh, no, sorry, they were down 3-1. Aurora, but...
No, they were up 3-1.
Party Astronauts was up 3-1.
Yes. And then 11 in a row for Aurora. Warps out for Wolfie.
Well, they got the buy round. See what they can do with it. Wolfie, warp in hand. Where's he? Over toward A. Take a peek into mid. Into second mid. Kensing's going to strafe right into that, but banger of a shot. And it's really just the way of things at the moment, I feel, for Party Astronauts, that somehow Aurora gets away from that with 5 players still alive.
Chop 1 of 10. I mean, what can he really do in this position? Has to go absolutely monumental. And it's a messy spray to start.
Yeah, but still manages to get the kill. And there's still a couple of very low Aurora members here that could get cleaned up quickly. It's not happening. Aurora methodically working their way into this A site. 60 will grab 1, but Bentley's got to win a 1-on-3. Just doesn't feel fair. I mean, Norwi and Kenzie could have so easily died over toward Banana with that spam battle through the smoke. Instead, they survive, and they make this round almost unwinnable for Ben Lee.
No kid on him. Got a smoke to play with if he can make it across to the site.
Unfortunately, it'll be a kick. That's the end of the map. 13-3, Aurora with a very dominant display on Inferno. And as far as their matchups against Party Astronauts have been confirmed, 13-3, 13-3. They've got maybe one more map only to play, which we'll see in just a moment. But yeah, I mean, Aurora.